What's up, fellow baseball card collectors? It's This Week in Baseball Cards for the week of March 6th through March 12th. And I am Joe Lowry at JHook on Twitter. And we got a fun week ahead of us. We have one scheduled release and maybe one other one. So, kicking it off here, we've got Bowman's Best. So even though it's 2023, it's still got the 2022 product cycle going strong here. 2022 Bowman's Best, usually a release that comes towards the end of the calendar year, late December typically. We are seeing this in March of 2023. So, in 2021 was quite the controversial release, given that rookie cards were not what we thought they were, with the prospects actually making it into the base checklist and not in their own separate checklist. This led to a huge rookie card debate. 2022 Tops has gone back to their traditional style checklist, so that should not be a problem here. Um, so yeah, well, let's get on with the details of Bowman's Best. So there's one configuration, a regular hobby box. You'll see this. It's what they call a master box format, where you got two mini boxes inside of a single box. So each mini box will have two autos in it. So for a single hobby box or master box, you'll get four autos. Now they're running about $300 as of yesterday, but they were sold out pretty much everywhere I was looking. As of today, Monday morning, March 6th, they're back up on blowout at the very least for about $325 a box. Now, last year, Top sold these boxes for $260, and I expect that we'll see a price point increase this year on Tops. We'll see, but I'm guessing anywhere between no way that they're going below 260. They could get up to that $300 price point. I'd say somewhere in the midpoint, probably $280, but we'll see when they drop on Wednesday, March 8th. Now, I expect them to sell out actually pretty quick, because this is going to seems like there's a lot of momentum in it being potentially a pretty popular product. And Bowman's Best tends to have a fair bit of popularity for a little bit. And last year's was crazy because Base Wonder rookie cards, even though they didn't have the rookie logo on them, were going for ridiculous amounts of money. So with the design, Bowman's Best is always kind of just its own thing, where they're throwing crazy stuff at it. And as you can see by the screen, Julio's got the base kind of rookie and vet design here with the team logo in the background behind him, and the team colors kind of splashed around it. It looks like the team logo was dropped in a pond or a paint vat and it's got the kind of echoes going off of it. And then we have the base auto, at least for the prospects, shown here with Marcelo Mayer, where it's just kind of design elements thrown all over the page. It's not subtle, to say the least. It's very bold and vibrant, and lots of people tend to gravitate towards that and like it a lot. For the inserts, we have at least three that we've seen so far in the sell sheet. We've got the Bowman Masterpieces, which is kind of pretty basic for the rookies. Then we've got this UFO insert, which is to me, throws back to kind of like an 80s neon sign design ethos. Fun, but doesn't really do it for me. And then we've got the Global Impact insert that we see, which is a die cut. And all of these will have autos. But we have the example of the Shohei Ohtani one, which does have an auto. And, I'm a sucker for kind of cultural and heritage and country and state and city type of themes. So this one kind of hits that nail on the head to us. We'll see how good it looks with other players, but we do get the Japanese flag here for Ohtani. And the theme, again, global impact. So excited to see what that one looks like in hand. And typically, there's always a Bowman's Best insert that I tend to gravitate towards every year once I get them in hand. Right now, the global impact is the leader in the clubhouse. We'll see when we get all of the rest shown for us. Now, the checklist is, the second product every year typically that we get the draft prospects in. So 2022 Bowman Draft Prospects, highlighted by Jackson Holiday, Tamar Johnson, Elijah Green, Zach Neto, Gavin Cross, Brooks Lee, on and on and on and on. So their first Topps product was 2022 Bowman Draft, and that's not a cheap product, and their checklist is huge, so it's hard to hit those guys. So they're pretty expensive. When it comes to Bowman's Best, the checklist for prospects is shorter, and you get those guys here. And the price point of the product is essentially cheaper. So again, you're getting access to these guys at a cheaper price point. So it drives a lot of popularity because it's your second time at these 2022 draft guys. But then you also have other prospects from previous releases in 2022 or years past. Again, we saw the Marcelo Mayer. You've got L.A. De La Cruz. You've got Colson Montgomery, Jordan Lawler, James Wood, Brady House, Roderick Arias, Christian Vaquero, and on and on. And then you add in the rookie chases, right? You pretty much got them all. J-Rod, Witt, Wander, O'Neal Cruz, Torkelson, C.J. Abrams, Royce Lewis, Stephen Kwan, M.J. Melendez, et cetera, et cetera. Again, about the only one you're not going to see here, which we've kind of seen Topps, is Spencer Strider. Hasn't been in a ton of Topps releases for the 2022 products for rookies. Now, highly recommend reviewing the checklist, either Beckett or Cardboard Connection, to know who has base cards, insert cards, and autos. For example, Jordan Walker's in the set, but he's only in there as in an insert, and that's it. No autos or anything like that. And then, the guys that were traded, right? James Wood, Juan Soto both have Padres and National cards. So be very cognizant of the checklist. So at the end of the day, I like Bowman's Best, but at the price points it's getting to, I'm not a fan of those price points. It's good product, bad price in my opinion. I think it's going to be a strong product in the short term. Lots of breakers are going to be breaking it. The prices of singles are going to be high to start, but they will, trust me, will go down a lot as time goes on. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at with Bowman's Best. Now, the caveat that I kind of mentioned off the top is Bowman Heritage. It did not show up last week as promised, and we got no info on why from Topps. So maybe we see 2022 Bowman Heritage this week. I don't know. We didn't see it last week. They didn't tell us why. It almost feels like a repeat of 2021, but I don't think that's the problem, where they had their checklist just kind of blew up in their face because of 2021 Bowman's Best and the rookie cards. They fixed their checklist issue for 2022 Bowman's Best. They looked like they fixed the issue for 2022 Bowman Heritage. I'm not going to hold my breath, but I think you could see 2022 Bowman Heritage this week. So check out my video from last week, or check out my articles at Prospects Live in the baseball cards page. I'll have This Week in Baseball cards in article form, as well as this video. So yeah, that's that. It's going to be an interesting week to see if we get Heritage, see if anything else drops, and definitely 2022 Bowman's Best you're going to be hearing a lot about this week. So that was This Week in Baseball cards, brought to you by Prospects Live. Thanks for checking it out. Check you all later.